So Flacco
No,
recently,
no. You transition into the topic.
no. Listen, I
Yeah.
am.
Okay, not me.
Flacco recently has been speaking really highly
Oh,
of this
okay.
album. All right,
Yeah.
by Central C, which, by the way,
Somebody made him cry.
everybody in the UK loves this fucking album.
And
This
everybody
album,
in the US too.
and it's a huge hit in the US.
People love
Is
it.
doing
Who
really
playing
really
that
well.
shit here?
Oh, a lot of people, bro. Like,
I think
bro,
I think in New York they're fucking with it heavy.
bro, it's amazing.
Like,
Trust me, bro. Bro, the full album, bro. Listen,
I'm not playing that.
if you bump it, bro, I guarantee it'll be your album of the year so far.
Nah, bro. We could bet
It's a
some
bold
money
claim.
on that shit.
But
So let's
hell.
Trap
what's going
Lord
on?
Ross, our resident UK hip hop / crime expert, said
Should we call him?
well, let's try to get Ross on the phone. He said basically Central C is not what he raps about. Don't get me wrong, 10 out of 10 album and one of the best to hold a mic in the UK, but it's based on a persona that other people lived. Maximum artistry, minimum authenticity.
That's fucked.
Ross, man.
TLR.
Man, Ross, Lush want to talk to you, man, about why you are out here exposing your fellow white brethren, man.
No, we just want to know what is the reasoning behind
That
the Central C post, which I don't disagree with, but I know you could probably give a lot more context.
I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, when you become the number one in the country, you become the person that everybody's saying is the greatest to ever do it in the country. I feel like it's necessary to, take a little bit of a closer look into what's actually being said on some of these songs, man. And the whole thing in hip hop recently has been, real or fake. Is it cap or is it not? And I'm saying I had a close look at it, and ain't looking authentic. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, I mean, like in your initial video that you made about Central C, it seemed like you were kind of giving him proper roadman status.
He had mid-level trapper status. I don't know about roadman status. No, I mean.
Oh, he's a trapper, not a shooter.
But this is the thing, right? He look, right? There's a big difference between running around selling a few balloons and a few little dime bags at festivals and being a real gangster running around with shanks and all of that stuff. Like the stuff that he's talking about buying guns for the block and running around with knives and having people shot for £100,000. That ain't happening.
But is it possible that he's
What if
like,
it's happening now? What if it's happening now that he already cracking? Because that's the new thing
Right.
too is niggas be a bitch and then they get hella money and then they be like, I'm about to live out my gangster fantasy. So what if he doing that now? What if he actually paying to get niggas stabbed up and shit? Are you just saying it's not happening at all?
No, he's not doing it himself. That's what he's trying to say.
Or
Nah, but it's not happening, man. Like that's the thing. If you watch the video, right, there's two guys. There's Digga D and there's Central C.
I watched
D
it.
Digga was doing all of the stuff that Central rapped about, and Digga sat in jail dealing with the consequences of that. Central, he ain't never done any of that stuff. He ain't never lived any of that lifestyle. He got rich. He made more money than everybody else off of that lifestyle, but he never actually lived it. Meanwhile, the real guys that lived it are stuck in jail, and they can't even be outside. They can't even make money off of this thing. So
Ross,
it's really
question.
a case of like putting on the facade and actually basically putting on the costume and acting like you are essentially something that you're not, getting richer than everyone else. I mean, I low-key respect it, but the fact is he ain't doing any of that stuff, bro.
Ross.
Young Spray can't be feeling that shit either.
Ross, question for you, Ross. Ross, question though. Do you feel like he needs to be authentic in his gangster image to cross over fully in the US market?
yeah.
No, I don't actually think that's the thing. And I feel like I've been getting so much backlash about this video, right? And it's like, I give him his props as an artist. That's what I said in that post. I said it's maximum artistry, minimum authenticity. The art's sick, the music's sick. I'm a huge fan of the music, but it's like, people are trying to act like he really was doing this and that, and he wasn't. And I'm saying that's a good thing, to be honest with you.
But wait though, but authenticity, like, don't you need that to cross over into the US?
Hey, you're not wrong, you're not wrong. But I feel like maybe a lot of people were thinking that he was really doing that stuff, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I think is messed up as well. The amount of people that come at, not even necessarily me, but whoever, for promoting the violence, promoting the gang culture. This guy is pushing the gang culture with a $20 million check. okay, and he's not really living it. Meanwhile, the guys that are actually living it are stuck in jail. They can't make money. They can't be outside doing any of the stuff that Central C's doing. So it's really just a case of like just pointing out the fact that like the guy's a caricature of this gang violence.
Trap, bro.
But yeah, that's hate, man.
I think that you're underestimating how much this video is about to affect how he look in America.
Yeah, like we look to you for a lot of that information.
I guarantee you, like, look.
You're saying that like I'm putting out something that's not true.
No. That's not what we saying.
Well, you about to ruin his life.
No. I don't give a fuck about that. I was just saying it in the sense of where you said, like, do you think that he could still super crossover and blow here? And then you say, yeah, I think no, because this video right here.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people here, it's like, nigga, they thought he was like that out here. A lot of people, they don't even care to do the research about what goes on outside of their own block, let alone the country. So they're not gonna go do no fucking research on if he like that or not. They just gonna see our stars fucking with him and be like, shit, he must be like that. Now that you dropped this video, I guarantee you that the consensus is gonna change.
He better hope that you don't blow up more, because I think it's a race to the success between you and Central. And if you continue to have the trajectory you're having, he's in fucking trouble in the U.S.
Hey, listen though. Here's the problem, right? I'm all about authenticity. People have been coming at me recently saying, "Yo, you're so lame. You wear glasses and a bow tie and shit." But it's like I never tried to be something that I'm not. I'm very comfortable in my skin. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. Meanwhile, you got this guy throwing on a Nike Tech tracksuit talking about I invented the Nike Tech tracksuit.
That's what I was gonna bring up. What's up with that?
Bro, that is cap.
That's East Coast shit. I was seeing that in New York the first time I went, bro, in like 2019, bro.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
And
listen,
niggas been doing that in like 2017.
And not everybody knows who Central C is.
When people are talking about like, oh, this is going to affect his trajectory, that's not my fault. Like this, if this whole thing is built on a house of cards and it can only survive if you was really doing that stuff, well, you weren't doing that stuff. But at the same time, like, what's the alternative? The guy who was really doing that stuff, Digga D's in jail. He's just been sentenced to like 3-4 years.
Man, free Digga D.
Look, you might have just made a career for him.
He's actually dealing with the consequences of living that lifestyle. Meanwhile, Central C's getting a $25 million check.
You just made a career for Digga D.
You think Central C's ever going to jail? My guy's a lawyer, probably pays his taxes and everything.
No, for
I
sure.
mean that's a good thing, right? Like we should like.
He said it's a good thing.
Yeah,
Look,
but
you
we should
just
not
made a
expose-
career. You
Yeah.
just made a career for Digga D.
It's a good thing.
I'm slapping Digga D on the way home.
Yeah.
If he gets out,
we don't listen to that.
if Digga D gets out of prison, now you tripping. This is how Benji Bluebills made a career, because Playboy Cardi mentioned him in a song.
Yeah.
If this nigga mentions him, but he don't need to because Trap Lord Raj just mentioned him. If that nigga gets out of jail, drop a hard ass song, he now has a career because Digga D already stamped. Because this nigga already stamped that Digga D like that, and he not. So if he come out and make a song, it's over. Nah,
Like,
I
he's
just
not-
can't.
like, yeah,
I
he's
can't
such a
get
C.
with the accent. I don't like his. I don't.
Central
Ross,
C crossover.
I don't
real
listen
quick,
to Central
real
C.
quick,
I don't
Ross,
like the accent.
Video coming soon about this topic or not?
It's already out, right?
Which topic?
Like the going further into expanding on this Central C
He already
thing.
did. It's already out. You gotta go watch it.
It's already out.
Oh, that's out?
Yeah, that big
All right,
one.
I'm watching that whole
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Look, you just said
He
it.
late.
Like,
You
watched
late.
it.
I already watched it.
No,
No,
on.
you didn't say you watched it.
I literally.
Nigga, you said I
Flacco
seen
be
it.
trying to put things on a player. You feel me?
He didn't say you watched
It
it.
did.
I said I watched it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Seen the post,
Yes.
But they ain't seen what's behind it.
Yeah.
So you can
Yes.
go and dig in 3 hours and find out all of these facts.
Nah,
But
I
listen,
watched
don't
it.
get
It was
twisted.
good.
Central C's fire, but you just didn't do any of those things, and that's okay. That's actually okay.
Damn,
Yeah.
4X's back in jail. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
gonna
no.
watch that. Thank you, Ross. Appreciate
wait,
you,
we
gang.
posted it?
30 minutes ago,
Hey,
nigga.
guys, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
back soon, man.
Please, much love, gang.